Truth can be stranger and funnier than fiction and inform your work. Hello and welcome back to my writing channel. I'm Byerrum and I'm here every week on my writing journey to share thoughts about writing or stories I hear or whatever. And today I'm talking about writing stories and listening to others. That can make the difference between having your fiction be fresh and funny and seem more real. I think you should always listen for the good story. As a reporter, I always listened for the good quote that I could hang the rest of my tale on. Listening for the good story is essential. And I'm thinking about this because I was remembering an episode in a mystery writers group where we had a guest mystery author come. She was a best-selling author, and she was reading synopses and then commenting on them. But she took grave exception to one story, and she insisted that the last person to see a dead body is automatically a suspect. No exceptions, no ifs, ands, buts, suspect. And we were all in Washington, D.C., and we said, well, we don't really think it goes like that. She's like, no, this is the way it goes. Shortly thereafter, I was talking to a friend of mine and mentioning this mystery writer and how adamant she was about how last person to see a dead body, man, suspect. And he said, I discovered a dead body. He was in town, he was on his way to a job interview, he parked his car, got out, and there was a dead body. I said, well, what did you do? He said, I moved my car. So that might be what more of us tend to do. He did call the police. He explained the situation. I said, what did the police say? They said, it happens. So that was very different than him. He was never a suspect. They never questioned him. You know, dead bodies happen apparently a lot in Washington, D.C. In another case, I knew another mystery writer, and he said he was coming back, crossing Rock Creek Park, and actually he was going to work through Rock Creek Park. He was walking, and he discovered a dead body. He described it to me as looking pretty much like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, where, you know, he's covered with frost and he's quite dead. And he called 911 and he explained there's a dead body on a park bench, Rock Creek Park. And she said, are you sure he's dead? And I don't think that's what you expect to hear, but he said, yeah, he's dead. He's really dead. And she goes, well, why don't you take another look? Well, he's dead. And then she said, well, stay there, the police are coming. And he said he hung up and went to work. So reality differs from what people say. And in my own books, I had written a scene about a concierge. This is when Lacey goes to Paris, and someone comes looking for her, and the concierge gives him hints on where Lacey might be. And I got kind of a scathing review about how, oh, a concierge would never spill that information. A concierge would never tell anybody that. I thought, well, okay, I just learned something. And then I went to a conference in California. It was a wonderful conference, How to Sell Your Book to Hollywood. And I checked in at this motel, very California hotel, a little motel around a swimming pool, palm trees, etc. And I checked in, he goes, oh, I see you're with the mystery conference. He goes, well, Ms. So-and-so is on your left, and in the suite next to you, it's Ms. So-and-so, a very well-known mystery author. And I felt like saying, well, why don't you give me the keys to their room? He had mentioned also they were out at the time. So he had spilled a whole lot of information I didn't even ask. Fiction might be truer than what you hear. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. See you next time. Bye.